I started playing at about the age of 5. I was playing congas and bongos. We were doing a percussion duo with my brother, Kenny Washington, who's a well-renowned drummer and historian. We used to play around New York and do talent shows. This was about in the late 60s, early 70s. That was real fun. And then I started playing all the other instruments in the musical spectrum, and I settled on cello, which I was pretty good at. And then somebody asked me to play bass, and from there it was just off to the races. My first amp was a Roland Spirit 50 combo amp, little teeny amp. I felt sorry for it, but I loved it and literally destroyed it. Playing out on the street, playing music in Central Park and in the Village and down at the World Trade Center. My first professional amp that I took on tour with me was a Nady 300 Thunder amp with the heatsink wings in the back. This amp used to get really hot, and one day it just caught fire and burned up. I was running PV 1018 cabinet with a tweeter, and it used to get so hot, and it would just burn up, literally. Okay. 3 memorable moments. I would say in 1995 at North Sea Jazz, I was playing with Branford Marsalis and Buckshot LaFunk. In the Stoughton Hall, they have a curtain, and every act there's 2 stages, and each one has a curtain. And when it starts to play, they open up the curtain and introduce the band. This was one of those big wow moments where the curtain opened up and there was just a sea of people. I have no idea how many people were there. It's supposed to be capacity is like 10,000, but I saw so many people in there. It was one of those moments. Then you get the little heart flutter and a little bit of nervousness. The second one was, let me see, 2003, also at North Sea Jazz Festival. Did a whole weekend of music with Roy Hargrove and RH Factor. That was a great feeling because everybody was there. They was anticipated. The record was out and people were loving it. So all we had to do was just play the music, and it was just a great feeling to have everybody just into the music. That was really wonderful feeling. And the third one is rather recent. I just did a just played and shared the stage with Big Brother M, Marcus Miller, at Denote Jazz over the summer. I've known Marcus since I was 12, 13 years old, and being he's a big brother, mentor, contemporary, and it was great to share the stage with him, and it was a full circle, feeling, to see both of us the way we've blossomed as, I guess, musicians from being kids, and then to be able to share the stage with him, and he's you know, a I guess a musical superstar, sort of. So it was a fun experience. Very very memorable. I've had some trios in my career as a leader. One of the trios that I really enjoyed was Robbie Coltrane, myself, and my buddy Gene Lake. And also I had another one, aka the Dream Team, with the late great Jeff Lee Johnson, and also with Gene Lake. And the one that I'm working on right now is entitled Black Lives from Generation to Generation. It's a it's a collaboration of 25 composers from the United States, from Africa, and also from the Caribbean. And we wrote music to address systemic racism worldwide. We're doing a tour this November, uh, November 10th through the 19th. The 10th at in Brussels, the 12th in Dudelange, Luxembourg. We have another one, it's 17th in Paris, and the 18th in Strasbourg, France, and the 19th ending up in London. So anybody that's there, come on out and share the music with us. Base Day UK 2007. I saw Jeff Berlin and Adrian Farad and Lorenzo Feliciati. And I was an Epiphany amp guy. And they saw that and they said, well, you should check out this new company, man. It's called Markbass. Says, I know you like your equipment, but you should check this out. So I did. And it was an immediate, ooh. So I started to really check out and talk with folks and got in touch with Ricardo and Peter and got an opportunity to play through it on a gig, and it was wow. This is some great stuff. So I'm in. I'm ready to go. So it was great. I enjoyed it much. I used the Little Mark Tube 800 amp, one of them, and also this one, the Momark 800 SJ. The SJ is for Sweet Jesus because it has serious punch. I just use this for just electric, and the Little Mark Tube 800 I use when I'm doubling with acoustic bass and electric bass, and that usually goes along with two 104 HR cabinets. That's usual. That's my love setup. If not, a 106 cabinet or a 108 cabinet, either one of those, and it sounds great. It sounds wonderful. It's the feeling of family, loyalty. I've played the same bass for 32 years. I've had the same luthier, Woody Pfeiffer. He's like family. I've known him for 39 years. We've been working together. Um, when you have a good feeling about and good initial feeling about the gear and the people involved and how they're committed to excellence, you have to stick with that. So that was my main thing. The feeling of loyalty, belonging, and when something feels good, you stay with it.